Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm very, very happy to introduce Nicholas and Carla from all the way from Japan. Do you want to say hi?
Hello, everybody.
And my colleague here, Dinah, is going to be looking after the chat. She's going to turn her mic and her camera off in a second. She's just going to say hello. And hello, these people from Istanbul, Chicago, Italy, Mexico. Whoa, North Norfolk. Very good. Glasgow.
Wow.
Brilliant. Okay, great. So we'll see you a bit later, Dinah. Dinah's going to be looking after the chat and the questions and everything. Okay, great. So do you want me to put the slides along, or are you going to do it yourself, Nicholas?
I think we will handle it. Yes.
We'll handle it. Yeah. Okay. Just want to say how happy I am that you're with us. I think it's an amazing project.
It's a pleasure.
I've got mine right here on my phone. Okay, and all the New Energy Work team, you know that we love this app. We're using it. I'm using it today actually for recommending something to a client. It's really great like that. So it's going to be really interesting to hear your story, how and what you've been up to in the whole development of it. I just think it's a great project. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
So let's start.
Okay.
So hello, everybody. We are Nicholas and Carla. We are here to speak to you about ourselves and the story of our project, Tsubook. It will be also the occasion to show you how it can be useful for you, depending if you're a student, practitioner, teacher, or school. And we have a little surprise at the end, so stay until the end to see that. Next. So Nicholas. Yes. So actually, this is at Carla's place in Italy.
My mother's place.
So you're Italian, Carla?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
And you're French? Are you French?
Yeah, I'm French.
So
I'm French.
Okay.
The food combo.
Yes.
How did you two meet then?
I was studying, working in France, so we met
You met in
in
France.
North.
Oh, in the north. Oh, wow.
The Northwest, yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So actually, I'm a software engineer. I'm Nicholas.
Yeah.
And I'm Carla. I'm a graphic designer and shiatsu practitioner.
Right. Wow. It's a pretty good team you've got there. Pretty good combination of talents. Yeah. Wow.
We miss the marketing side.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's a job offer for Cliff. Or?
Yeah.
We lived in Paris before, but at one moment we decided to leave the city and we start to do a digital nomad lifestyle. It means that every 3 months, more or less, we change city and country, and we work all remotely. So we work full time, but from a different city, and we use the weekend to go around and explore the space. So now we are in Tokyo, in Japan. It's 2 a.m., but we are very happy to be with you.
Yeah, listen to this. They've been rehearsing for the last week. They've been going to bed a little bit later every night so that they would be awake just for you. That's dedication. You look very awake. It's worked. You look very awake. You look really awake.
Yeah.
We hope so. Let's see in half an hour if it will be the same. So yeah, we've seen in the chat that there is people from Athens, from Austria, from England. We have been there in our travels. We lived 3 months in the UK, around Oxford, in Vienna, in Athens, Mexico. Also, we know very well Mexico. So
maybe we could ask a poll. We could do a poll and see where people are from now.
Good idea.
Yeah, so let's share that. Okay, so whereabouts are you from? Are you from Europe and Scandinavia, the Americas, Asia, including the Middle East? That includes China, Japan and everything. Australasia, or anywhere else? Let's have a look. It's not. It's a bit too early in the morning for Australia.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
For Asia too, we can say it.
Yeah. So mainly, you're mainly looking at Europe for this webinar anyway. You're mainly looking at Europe and Scandinavia, and 10% from America. It's quite a lot of Americans there, considering there. Yeah. So that's cool.
Nice.
Okay. And did you want to find out whether people were shiatsu teachers as well? We could do that as well if you like. Find out if they're teachers or practitioners. So this is for you. Those of you who are watching, are you a student, a practitioner, a teacher, or even a head of school, or not in shiatsu at all?
Can be.
Okay, so most of the audience, the 67% of the group are practitioners, but you've got a couple of heads of school there, and you've got quite a 10% of teachers. So you're looking at about 10% teachers or heads of schools there. So that's going to be interesting later on when you can share how you can use it for teaching. Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
So let's start maybe with how we came up with Tsubook. We were back in 2015, we were living in Paris, like Carla said, and she discovered shiatsu, so through a friend of ours, which was studying. So she started studying herself. It was Ko-Shiatsu, so it's a style of shiatsu pretty close to TCM. And while she was studying, she was carrying these big atlases of meridians and acupoints. So she was like, taking it with her in the bag. And when she was looking for something, it was a bit fastidious because she had to, you go to the index, then you go page by page, you try to find the information.
I had the post-it for each meridian.
Yes, that's it. We've all been there. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, that was the situation for her.
So one day Nicolas said, maybe you can find an app that can give you the information about shiatsu and the knowledge you are looking for. So we were looking for this app. There was something, but it was not exactly what I want. So we said, well, we have the skills to do it. We can just stay a whole weekend at home and try to build a prototype. So in 2 days. Did that. At the end of the weekend, there was this prototype with the tree model. You could turn around it, but there was just one meridian, the stomach one, with the first 4 points, and there was all. But next week, when I went to school, my colleagues they were really happy about it. They want it in their phone. They ask for more meridian points, other feature. So weekend by weekend, because we worked both in other companies. So we start to do the app, and now we are full time on it. And it's 4 years. It was 4 years.
It's amazing how these things start, isn't it? Yeah. There's Carlo in the chat just said that he uses his app. He uses the app and it works really, really well. So maybe we could ask people whether they're already a Tsubook user. That might be interesting. Should we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Find out. Let's just find out whether you are already using it, and then that'll give them an idea of how many people they're preaching to the converted, as it were. Oh, look, here we go.
Okay.
So there's
about a third.
A lot of people which doesn't know us yet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's continue then. And so after 4 years of development now, we have much more than the stomach meridian.
Okay.
Great.
So yeah, basically, we can say in few words that Tsubook is an interactive meridian atlas in 3D and in your phone. Now we have 20 meridians, so the 12 main meridian of the TCM and 8 extraordinary vessels. So Dumai, Renmai, Chongmai, Daimai, and more. Of course, the 361 points of the meridians contained in the meridians. 11-point categories also. So like the 5 shoe points, mu points, luo points, z points, etc. Back shoe points. And also a lot of TCM indications. Those and much more also. So we will detail that a bit after when of the content, and also other features like the name of the points in Japanese, in Chinese, the TCM in the properties, etc.
Wow, that's just such a lot of work. I can almost, having taught, taught for so many decades, and we've been running a school for so long, and just getting notes together, just paper notes together. I know that just how much work that is. It's just an unbelievable amount of work, incredible.
Yeah, it took us a lot of time and also a lot of exchange with schools, with our users to understand what they really use, how they really practice, what they need.
Yeah, cool.
So, for example.
So, if you are a student, Tsubook can help you with learn the meridians, also the point location. You can turn around the body, see also the point categories, and you can check it everywhere because it's in your phone. So even when you are not at home in front of your library, you can still use Tsubook.
So that's for students. For practitioners, it's interesting because one of the main use the practitioner have is something that we didn't expect at the beginning, is that they use Tsubook to show to their clients the meridians. Like that, it's kind of the practitioner and the client, they speak the same language.
Yes.
When the client knows about the meridian system and the points. So it's and of course, it's very useful to fix any memory gap you can have about the meridian, the points. I mean, there's 361 points. After a while, you know them, but when you start maybe practicing, it's not the case. And the categories. Something that is pretty popular also among practitioners with Tsubook is the indication list is very useful to kickstart treatments. The thing is, for each point, you have all the indications following the TCM that can be related to this point. And also, you have an index. You can search for an indication. For example, I don't know, headache or back pain, and you have the points related to this indication. Obviously, it's not magic recipe. You don't have to press on the point and it's cured.
No.
But it's a good start to start your treatments based on your knowledge, your practice, and the patient, the client, of course, which every client is different. So
yeah. And I have to say also, because a lot of us are now certainly still in the UK, and I know we have for the last 12 weeks, we've been doing a lot of online treatments. So it's really useful to be able to share the point locations, like you say, with the clients, because you can show them exactly where they are and stuff like that. And it also integrates, you can integrate your iPhone directly into Zoom. So a lot of us are using Zoom as well now when we're giving online sessions. So that's really good. And that's also very good for teachers as well, because, you come into that. You can integrate it very well with online stuff. So that's been useful.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What about teachers?
Yes. As a teacher, you can show the meridian, the points, and also you can show the points on a layer of muscles or bones, which you can do that on a human alive body. So it's very practical to open the 3D model like that. And also it's a tool you can give to your students to help them to have more tools to learn.
And as you said, during this period, if you want to teach remotely, it's can be very useful because you all have the same base for courses.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's great. And it does look great when it's, you know, like, because it's, the graphics are so good. It does look good if you have it plugged in. Yeah. And I love that bit. I love that bit. I love that bit about, you know, just, you literally just press a button. I'm sure you'll show them later, but you just press a button and it scrolls through like the muscles and then the skeleton and then the organs and then the skin. You know, that's really useful, you know. It's good like that.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one example where it is definitely superior to a book, because even the best books, and my favorite book I've got right here, because I use this as well. And this is, you know, also, you know, the great thing about this book, Peter Deadman, you know, we didn't get a lot of exercise during lockdown, so you can actually use it to increase your upper body strength because it's super heavy. And it is beautifully done, Peter Deadman's book. But the thing is, you don't get that. You only get like a flat picture with just the location of the points. You know what I mean? And it is really useful to do that, to scroll through. So it kind of ties up the anatomy teaching with the point locations in a very sort of graphic and easy way that you can kind of press it, doesn't it? I love that.
There is also something else I didn't find in books, and I realize it when I start to put all the meridian on the 3D model. It's that often books show you just one meridian at the time. So you can see them together at the same points. At the end, they are just one at the time, each time. So when it was very difficult for me to put them together because it's difficult to find images where they are together.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And actually, when you're a student, that's really, really important, because you often learn the meridians in relation to the other ones when you're learning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool.
Yes. Okay. So we have grown in content and features, but also in recognition, we can say. To date, we have 8 organizations and 66 schools that officially recommend us, are partners with us. We know that there is more schools recommending us because sometimes some people arrive in our beta tester group, for example, saying they are from a school that recommends us, but we never heard. So it's not just that, it's also others.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, so in terms of organization, we are partnered with the 2 main one in France, so the syndicate and the federation. And for the English-speaking country, we have the Shiatsu Society in the UK and the AOBTA in the US.
Oh yeah.
Of course, New Energy Work.
Yes.
But this is worldwide. It's not just UK. For now, until now we have more than 28,000 accounts created. So happy users, we hope, and also a rating of 4.7 out of 5 on the stores. So
wow.
we didn't precise that, but Tsubook is available on Android and iOS, so iPhone and iPad.
Yeah.
Not on computer yet. I think we will be working on that next year, but it's mainly for to bring it everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, something worth noticing is that the Syndicate of Shiatsu in France verified some of the content, but many of the content, especially the meridian path and the point positions inside the app. So it gives us even more credibility.
Right, great. Yeah, because there are lots of different opinions, aren't there, of where the points are.
Yeah.
You found that out, didn't you?
Yes. But for the TC and meridians, that's okay. It's not so crazy. But for Matsunaga, because we will talk about that we are working on Matsunaga meridians. It's can be very different from one person to another.
Well, I mean, you're in good company, because the books, you know, we've got in my office here, we've got a huge library of pretty much every book, you know. about shiatsu and acupuncture and everything, and they just don't agree. I mean, if you look in the books, they don't agree. So, I mean, I can just imagine what it's like.
Yeah. So in many part of the app, we put also, like we choose one representation, but we put in common that varies over representation of other opinions also.
Because actually, the reality is the points actually do move about. They move
sure.
about.
Yeah, the meridian path also. So
Yeah. So
you have to learn the base too.
Yeah, you have to just decide where is going to be the best place to start looking for it. That's more like what it's like. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Cool.
See in the questions that somebody asked if it has to be an Apple device. No, you can have it on Android device. So Samsung, Huawei, all the other brand of smartphones and tablets. But it's just the laptop
Windows
you can put
phone, no.
Windows Phone, but it's almost over.
Yeah, but you're going to work on the desktop version next year.
Yes, that's our idea.
Because you haven't got enough to do, right?
Yes, exactly.
More work for yourself. I tell you what. By the time you finish doing the Mas-Naga meridians, you're going to need a year off. Believe me, you're going to need to have a year's holiday.
At least 1 month, I think. Actually, we started saying that to our core users, our more close users, we can say, that we will be working on Matsunaga more than 1 year ago. But it has been so much work just to make the app run, like to do client support and to communicate about the app, etc. That it took us more than a year to finally arriving at something.
Yes.
Maybe you have to take the decision to take on more staff at some point. You might need to have someone else.
Yeah, we're beginning that. But especially we have Sabrina, which helps us in German. Yeah. So she's handling all the German parts. The thing is, in Germany, she discovered that most of the school were Matsunaga, so they were not so much interested in Tsubook until for now, until there is. So I don't know if there is some people in the chat that can confirm or infirm that. But,
I think that's true in England. I think most shiatsu practitioners are Mas-Naga based. So, in fact, we've got a poll on that, haven't we? We've got a poll.
I think so.
Which meridian system do you use? Should we run that poll now? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out. Which meridian system do you use? Do you use the classical, the Mas-Naga, or both the classical and Mas-Naga meridians? So just the classical, just Mas-Naga, or both. And don't forget, we've got mainly European and North American group here. And look, whoa, you see, look at that. That's pretty massive. That's massive.
Yeah.
Only 11% use just the classical meridians.
Yeah. That's what I think. In France, it's also Matsunaga is very popular too.
But maybe 50-50.
Maybe 50-50.
Right. Okay. But look at that. That's huge. That's like 90%. Wow.
So it's coming.
No, just be prepared when you release it. You're going.
Yeah.
About Tsubook would be like a tsunami of
tsunami. Yeah.
Tsunami.
I see there is 3 people that answer other if they want to share in the chat.
Maybe Namikoshi or
we could be Namikoshi. Yeah, they maybe don't use any.
What's the other?
Okay. I see there is a question. Do acupuncturists use it too? Yes, definitely. We are more focused in terms of communication and community management on shiatsu people.
Also because I did shiatsu, not acupuncture, but we have acupuncture school with us, their partner, and maybe we will separate one day to put acupuncture app and shiatsu app, because, for example, acupuncture need other information like the needles. Don't need, for example, Matsunaga meridian, so For
Yes.
now, mainly Shatsu, but yes, there are acupuncture, also Twina and other.
Oh yeah.
Other.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of
Also,
people.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Great.
Okay.
Okay. So what's next?
It was very important for us to give at least a part of the book for free because I was a student at the time, also because I understand that not everyone can afford the full license or spend in materials. So we decided to give for free all the 3D parts, so you can turn around the body. You have the 12 main meridians, Dunmire and Mai, also the location of the points in 3D, so you can see all the points, but also you have the description of the point, like it's on the Wiz, or this is for free, and you can have it only by download the app.
Right, great. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I see that in the chat somebody is mentioning that she doesn't have so much Wi-Fi on her tablet. The thing is, you can use Tsubook without internet. You just need it at the beginning to create an account, but once you're connected with your account, to download it, yeah. But once you have it, you can use it in the train, in the plane, wherever you want.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So it actually sits on your phone. It's an app that sits on your phone, right? It doesn't.
Yes, exactly.
It's not a website or anything like that. No.
So the free version, we can say it's good if you're maybe in first year or second year of study. But if you want more advanced knowledge, you can have a license for £40 per device. So it includes the muscles, bones, and organs inside the 3D model, the point categories, indications, and also the full description of points. And yeah.
And it's a one-off. Is it a one-off? It's a one-off purchase, isn't it? A one-time purchase.
Yes, it's a one-time purchase.
So what are you guys going to do when everyone in the whole world has bought it? You're going to retire, right?
We are making updates, and some of them are paid, some of them are free. So we continue to keep.
I think you've got a little while. You've got a little while to go before everyone has bought it, though. Still think you've got a few. I think it's going to keep you busy. I think it's going to keep you busy for a little while. Yeah.
Yes. We have actually in the app you can make a lot of you can make suggestions, and we have a lot of suggestions from users. We have a list like my arm to of suggestions and improvements.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's never ending, isn't it? And also, do you know what I found when I was just looking at it the other day? I was just talking about that earlier. It's just like, talk about creating work for yourself. You've actually invite people, you invite them to email you with suggestions.
Yes.
If they feel anything. I mean, that is just madness, I think. That you are just nuts. You're crazy to do that. Because I can just imagine, what it must be like. You must have the biggest email inbox in the world with people going, oh, excuse me. So what's it like having those emails come in? What kind of emails do you get?
This part is not, we have client support, of course, like I can't do that, I don't understand how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But in this part, like suggestion, we have mainly correction, like, I don't know, I think this point you should put it more right, more left, more here.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yes. Yeah. I see that some people are wondering if they can.
I don't understand. We answer the question so now, or
we can do if you want to. We can have a little question session now if you like. I don't know if.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can.
I'll have a look. We've got 12. We've got. Yeah, we've got.
It's almost finished.
People are,
I would just.
They want to know what happens if they change phones.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I see. It's a question that comes very often. You can transfer your license. If you change your phone, you just have an option. Like the first time you open Tsubook on your new phone, you connect to your account, and it asks you, do you want to buy a new license or do you want to transfer from your old phone? So yes, definitely you buy it once and
You have to
you can
use
change your phone
the
anytime
same
you want.
email, just to log in with the same email. And it's the license is linked to the account.
Okay.
We can.
You've got Ben and Do, haven't you? Do you have any of the other extraordinary meridians? The wonder meridian, she calls them.
Not yet. No, but some people asked us. We don't know them so well yet. We know that there is others, especially in TCM. Acupuncturists use them a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't hear a lot of shiatsu people using them, but if it's something that that is interesting, we will find out. And
someone's saying, can I have it on a phone and a tablet?
If you buy two
Yes, and
lessons,
that's
yes.
also a question.
But
someone said, what does it mean per device? So if you have two devices, you buy £40 twice. One.
We have an offer. The second device, it's 20%
cool.
less.
I'll shut up so that it's quieter. I think those are the main questions that I can't keep up with them. They're all asking, do you have treatment protocols for conditions? The answer to that is yes, isn't it? You said already.
It's more a list of points that a protocol.
Yes, more indications.
Yes.
You've got indications, haven't you? So what points are good for?
Yes.
If you have time after, we can do a demo and show the app directly on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's so to answer the question, it's not really a protocol. It's more we gathered the information from the TCM. So it's not a protocol to follow step by step and etc. It's more a knowledge base for you to do this protocol and build them.
Also, I have to just tell you, Cliff, this as if at the beginning there are a lot of people getting.
Yeah, I saw that. It's okay. Yeah, no, I saw that. I'll follow that up. Don't worry.
I don't know if you can fix it, but yeah,
it's fine.
They're getting wrong answers.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll have a look at that.
Cool.
Yeah, great.
And Daniel is working on putting together a translator to start a Hungarian language project for Tsubook because they love it so.
Wow.
Yes, I see that. Actually, we asked for volunteers to translate the app, at least at the beginning when we open a language. So you can find on our website. We can share the link afterwards. We can share you can subscribe to a mailing list to volunteer for helping us to translate.
Wow, yeah, it's great. That's funny because that's exactly what we're doing at New Energy Work. We've got hundreds of volunteers actually helping us translate. It's great to have that feeling of community. It's really, really great. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And in general, people that are translating are really, really fond of our app, and they are the first people that speak about it in the country, and it becomes a
super
good,
fans.
solid community.
They're your fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. we give them the app at the end.
Yeah. Obviously, people that help us,
I imagine that's the least you can do. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what's the school partnerships? Tell us about the school partnerships.
So if you are part of a school, you are a teacher, or you are also a member of an organization, you can be partner with Tsubook, and you have a free license, 10% discount for all your students or members, and it's free. It's just you can sign up on our website at the partnership session, and we exchange link. We put your school or organization on our website, and we ask to put a link of Tsubook in your website. And also, it's important for us because our partner school give us feedback. They say, for example, I was using that with the student, and we found this, or could you improve this part because we use it a lot, for example. So schools help us to improve Tsubook also.
Yeah, brilliant.
There's an interesting question. It's does the school for the partnership need a minimum number of students? And we don't really have a limit, but of course, if you have just 2 students or 3, we will not do the partnership. But yeah, at least I don't know.
But no, it's
10.
we ask more for like to be a Shatsu school with a program, for example, for the
A
years.
year program. Yes.
If you teach, for example, I don't know, if you do a Shatsu workshop for very beginner, it's not really a school, and normally we ask to be a school, to have a program with an amount of hours.
It's more the amount of hours than the number of students.
But yes, but otherwise we do other arrangement. We can always talk and see what we can do.
Yeah, of course, we're open. And it's in Italian, to answer Carlo. It's already in Italian.
Great.
Yes.
There you
go. Okay, so yeah, just for partnership, if you're interested, you have the link at the bottom, tsubook.net/en/partnership.
And the website is also in Italian.
Yes, I saw
Yes.
that.
And
Different
And German.
Yeah, that's great.
and
So yeah, the languages that are definitively translated, we can say, it's English, Spanish, French, Italian, German, and
it's
almost complete.
in
That's
Greek and
amazing.
Portuguese.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
It's because of our volunteers, and the Spanish was translated, but a school in Uruguay. It's
I
the
know.
school of Diego Sanchez, and Sanchez and his student, they translate the
That's
Spanish.
sweet. Yeah, I know Diego very well. I've known Diego.
Yes.
Because
Yeah, that
Diego,
was wonderful.
Diego studied with us
Very
at Shiatsu
nice.
College. And he also studied with my teacher, Pauline Sasaki.
really?
So, yeah, I know him very well. And he's very active on UNG work. Yeah, he's great. So look, this is what everyone's been waiting for, right?
Last slide.
We didn't expect so much people to do Matsunaga, so it's good. So we are implementing it right now, and also the diagnosis areas that also we discovered actually, because in the school of Carla, which is very close, which is very close to TCM, they didn't use the diagnosis area of the ARA and the back. So we were thinking that Shiatsu people don't use it so much, but if they don't use Matsunaga meridians. But actually, we discovered during this investigation that a lot of people also TCM based, we can say, use this diagnosis area. So we are releasing it for everybody.
Yeah.
If you want to have an email, you can subscribe to the newsletter. We will send an email this summer when it will be ready.
Yeah, normally it will be ready in August.
Yeah. Okay, you hope.
Yeah.
We try.
The other things I wanted to say, I don't remember. This newsletter is for people that don't have an account yet. But if you have an account, you just click on the box in your account that you are okay to receive emails from us, and it will send it to you. Maybe we can speak a little bit about other updates. Like we already said that we want to do the computer version also. And a lot of people have been asking for notes, take notes in the app, like on each ingredients so we are thinking of doing that also. This is the 2 main features that we are almost sure to do next. And after that, we are taking the temperature of our users and.
So I'm just, can I ask you a question? I'm very curious. I want to know what it's like to be you when you're working. I mean, what is it like? Do you like sit in front of a big screen and you're like talking together and you're I want to know what you both do, because Carly, you're the designer, aren't you? So how do you get those ideas? How do you get those concepts and those visuals from, you know, your ideas? What's it like to be you when you're working? That's what I really want to know.
Well, we are on our computer, so each one on his computer, and we do like a meeting to decide what we will do, like for today, for the week, and I ask a lot to the people. We ask a lot to the users what they need, and beginning from that, I build like the design, and after I test the design with them. Like I draw some pages, and I ask for tester, and I have volunteers, and they try to use the.
So you're the one who actually drew those pictures? Did you draw those pictures? The pictures of the people and the meridians. You're the one who drew them, are you? Right, you drew them, and then Nicholas codes it all to make sure that it actually works.
Yes, with me it's very beautiful, but nothing works. With him, everything works, but it's
this is what I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in what really goes on, you know, in the relationship. Yeah, it must be a test of any relationship, isn't it, to work together? Because you're living together, you're traveling together, and you're working together all the time. Don't you ever just want to get away from, have a break, or are you just totally together?
At the beginning it was difficult because, for example, sometimes you just are reading and you are not working. Say, I think to improve the app, we should do that. Yeah, but it's 10 in the evening. I'm reading my book. And now it's 8 years we are together, and 4 we are working together. So we find a routine. We really separate work life, private life, and also we have, even if we are together, we try to have also different we have different interests, a lot of common interests, but also have our own space.
I think that's really important. I think well done, because that's such a difficult thing to do, to get the, you know, it's very difficult to keep the private space like that. So yeah, well done. Yeah, brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it took us some months, some year to come to a good balance, but it's right now we are pretty happy with what.
Well done, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
I think maybe it's a good time for a demo. Should we do the demo before we talk about the gift?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
Okay.
I'll stop. Do you want to stop sharing? I'll stop sharing the presentation, and then.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to try this. We don't often do this on these webinars, but we thought we'd try and get them to actually connect up the actual app to live kind of thing. And if they can sort out the tech side of it, it'll be great, because then we can actually have a look at it on a screen. Not yet.
Do you see it?
It's coming.
Can you see
Yes,
it?
I can see it. Yay, that's it. Brilliant.
Okay. So so basically you have the app on your phone. You just open it, and then you have the body. You can turn around. You can zoom. The point appears. But the thing is, if you want to turn around the body, you just begin to swipe out of the body like that.
In the blue background.
Like you can't see my finger, but I'm starting out of it. And if you want to just move it around, you just take it, you put the finger on the body, and then it moves like that.
Yes, it's outside the body to turn, and inside the body to swipe, to pan.
Yes.
In 2D.
And then you have the traditional pinch to zoom. And let's say, so this is the, for example, the point. So you can see there is a position in 3D, but also in in the text. So this one doesn't have any point categories, but you can see the names in Japanese, Chinese, and in English. We have the translation for all the languages.
Yes, in Italian, if the app is in Italian, for example.
Yes, the TCM properties and the indications. So you can also, if you want, you can click on an indication, and it shows you the points related to this indication. You can see that also after. And the interesting thing also is you can just select one meridian. So this is a more advanced version. You can see that there is the diagnosis area on it. So you have a special preview of what is coming. So you can select any point just right in the list if you already know what you want, but you can also check it in 3D. And you can also go along the meridian with the, if you see the bar at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Previous.
And you have previous text, and you can just go
no,
along
I've never
the
noticed that
like
before. I'm going to have to try that.
that.
Oh
It can be
yes.
very useful. The thing is,
Yeah, sure. That's great.
so it can be really useful if you want to go along a meridian, and also it changes automatically the body layer depending on what is more useful to find the point. For example, the stomach 17, it's on the nipple, so you see the skin because it's the nipple that is important. But before that, it's the rib which is important, the intercostal space. So it automatically switches to the bone layer. It's also possible to remove that to stay always in the same layer, because you can do it also manually. Like that, I'm just selecting myself the muscles, the bones, the organs.
Yeah, I love that. You just press on the little hand thing, don't you? And it just goes through them. Yeah.
Yes.
Little hand in 3D.
Yes. You want to take over?
Okay, so you can see the two buttons in the 3D, two button app. So it's this is not in the public version now. It's we are building it, so it will be in the next version. And also here you can change for scenario, for example. After you have the categories, app, categories, meridian, indication. We are in the categories, and if you choose categories, for example, move point, you can have and also the indication. Okay. You have a list of indications, and for
Vegetation, that's 12.
Yes. So you have different points, and if you click on a point, you can find it on the bottom.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Absolutely great.
Yeah. So this is, we are in the Matsunaga here. I switched. You have the extraordinary vessels, and we are on the building the Matsunaga, and you can also select just some meridians if you want to compare. I don't know.
There is a little eye.
Stomach and large intestine. You can just display the two of them.
Oh, great. Oh, I see. Yes, right. Yeah, that is so useful.
It has been requested by some schools that want to show the relation between some meridians in particular.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely
I
great.
think we did.
Well, time is running. We've got a few questions that I can read out.
Sure.
They wondered this. A couple of people asked whether you've got a female body.
Yeah, it has been requested, but for the moment we don't.
So
yes.
why? I mean, Yes, of course, it's different, but to find the meridian, the points, I don't see this
No,
big
there's
difference.
not really that much difference, just a few anatomical changes. But well, that's just somebody, it's not my questions. And someone, they said, are updates included in the initial cost? So if you buy it, do you get the updates as you go along?
It depends which updates.
Yes. For example, last year we had the muscles, the bones, and the organs, and it was a paid update. It was €6. But when we had the extra meridian, because they were just Dumai and Remai, so we had the other 6. This was free update.
It depends on what it is. Okay. Is there a tutorial on the app itself? They wanted to know. A tutorial on the actual
Sorry?
app. Pascal wanted to know.
Yes, there is. At the beginning, you have a little window that asks you if you want to learn how to navigate in Tsubook. In itself, the app, there is just a tutorial to navigate around, like how to swipe, rotate, etc. But we believe we try to make the app pretty clear for the rest. Like you have this toolbar with the indication, the categories. It's
also maybe in the future we want to put video, like in the website. There is in the website there is a frequently asking question. You can find the answer is more text, but we want to put also video. I think is.
I have to say it's pretty easy to use. You don't really need much tutorial, and just today it popped up and it said, you know, do you want to know the 3 gestures? So it is very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you out, and you don't have to know very much, and you soon get. It's very intuitive, I would say, pretty intuitive. Yeah. Another question is, if you want the app in 2 languages, do you need to pay for it twice?
No,
you can just go on the settings
in the settings. How much is it going to cost for the Zen Meridians update?
That's a good question. We are determining that right now. It will be probably around €20. I don't know how much is it in pounds, but we are,
maybe
we are still discussing that with our testers.
Again, we are asking to people what they think about this price, so we have feedbacks and we are deciding. But for now, we are thinking about that. So if you have feedbacks, you can write to us.
Okay. Is there a lower limit on the operating systems if you've got a very old phone or a very old tablet?
There is a limit. I don't know by heart, but it's low. I mean, I have a Samsung S5 Mini, which is like 8 years old.
No, maybe 5 or 6.
6 years old, and it works great. It's my low-end device, we can say. Test.
We try to keep the like all the phones, but it does depend on that. We cannot decide, because at one moment Google and Apple start to do
that's
updates.
a problem, isn't it?
So if you want to keep up, we have to let go the older devices.
Sometimes we have no choice.
Nancy's got a question, but I tell you what, Nancy, I'll forward all these questions to you after the webinar, so you can follow up any individual issues that people have got.
Sure.
Emails and stuff.
If there's a problem, they can. If you have a problem, you can write to us at contact@tsubook.net.
And they are very friendly. You can see, can't you, everyone? They're really friendly. They will they will help you out. Okay, cool. Right, we've just got a few minutes left. I think it must be time for the surprise, isn't it? There we go. Okay.
Yes. So we are offering 20% discount to everybody for 24 hours. The only thing you have to do is click on the link. Well, type the link on your browser. So tsubook.net/promo/
Well, I could just share the
webinar.
link for them anyway, so they can click the link. Yeah.
Ah, nice. Okay. So if you have an account, you just connect to your Tsubook account, and if you don't have, you just create one, and it should pop up a little. It should have a little pop-up saying that the discount is applied. Be really sure, if you want to use it, be really sure that the 20% discount appear on the price before paying. It should appear before you pay. So if it does not, try again to follow the link, and you can write us at contact@tsubook.net if you have.
Yeah, they'll be up for another few hours yet.
Yes, maybe. Sorry, we will not answer right away.
You know what? Do you know these two have actually been going to bed half an hour later all week to get to make sure that they could stay awake this late, just for you. That's what you call dedication, isn't it? You know?
Yes, it's almost 3 a.m. here in Tokyo. So.
I know, because we sometimes get Australians waking up at 4 a.m. to come on our webinars. That's just too much, you know.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool. Right. What I want to see now, we've got just a few minutes left. We've had tons of questions. I will forward all the questions on to Carla and Nicholas. So if there are any questions that we've missed, and if not, if it does get lost, just email them, and I'm sure they will. And how about having a few thumbs up in the chat? I think they're amazing, these two. How about a few thumbs up of appreciation from all of you? Look at all those clapping. Yeah, you see? Look, you've got a few hearts there as well. Look at that. Look. That's really nice. Yeah, brilliant.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure to be here.
It's been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate. There's so many things I love about it. Not only the actual app, which is like super cool, but I just think you're great. The way you work together, I think that's really amazing. And also, I think the way that you've gathered a community around you is very, very much like New Energy work with our volunteers and translations. We're kind of doing the same thing in a different way. So it's really nice to have friends like you guys. It really is. Yeah.
Thank you
okay,
very much.
We'll say goodbye, and I'll forward all the questions and the chat things. If you've got any problems with the link or anything like that, just let them know. And thank you, Dinah, for looking after the chat.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we'll be in touch soon. We've got lots happening at New Energy Work. We've got a brand new course on distance healing for shiatsu practitioners, which we're going to release information about that in the next day or two. So watch out for that. We hope to see you on that course. And maybe we'll do some other stuff with you guys, with the Tsubook guys in the future, maybe with the teachers and stuff like that. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be great. Okay, so we better go. Sure. Good night. You better get to bed, you two. You better get to bed.
Go and get some rest.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
End the session.
Bye.